Alhamdulillah, always a reminder for myself, asking to be nothing and enter Allah's oceans of rahmah and mercy. And always a reminder, our way is based on the assembly and companionship. Alhamdulillah, so blessed in Naqshbandiyatul Aliyah and all many other tariqas that the head of the tariqas are kamil, are the perfected shaykhs who are of a tremendous nature of perfection, and that we are students of their way. They teach from the perfected way of realities, so that to reach Allah's satisfaction, Prophet's satisfaction and happiness for us, and that the ulul to be happy with us and their nazar always upon us. We may meet many people from many different backgrounds, but doesn't mean that everything that they're learning or they've been taught is from the kamil and the most perfected way of reaching Allah's rida and satisfaction. The tariqah and the days that we live in now is based on healing. That's very important, because so many people want to claim that they can heal. When yet they don't heal themselves, and themselves may be very sick. Means that from our understanding and from the way and through this clinic and through this location and wherever this voice is broadcasting and being heard, it has an ijazah and a permission from Allah, from Prophet and from ulul Sultan al-Awliya and Mawlana Shaykh. Means that if you're hearing that voice, it's from their teachings, that reality. We believe everything to be in submission, and that Allah's Divinely hand is upon everything. Nothing can escape the hand of Allah, whether it's under the tajallis of Rahman or been under the influence of shaitan. In the world of healing, when Allah inspires somebody to come towards these clinics and these realities, these centers, the foundation is that Allah's hand is on everything, and there must be a wisdom in everything that Allah bestows upon the servant from good and from bad. So when we understand that, the kamilan, the perfected shaykhs, they don't want to be in a situation in which they are coming against Allah's will, God's will. Never compete with Allah. God's will shall be done on earth as it is in heaven. Means every book describes the same reality. We live by that reality, we breathe and eat by that reality. Means whom Allah sends to the clinic or sends within our vicinity or sends through our eyes and our ears, Allah doesn't send them for you to change them. Well, He doesn't know what He gave the servant? He doesn't know that He gave them a sickness or a difficulty and imperfection within their character, within their eyes, their hands, their feet, their anger, their akhlaq, whatever it is, Allah gave it. Means when you're not kamilan and not understanding the way of perfection, you feel it's necessary to change everything. That something comes crooked to you, oh this means I have to straighten it. That somebody comes sick to you, you have to heal it. somebody comes with whatever difficulty they have, that you have to resolve it at that issue and at that time, and they come and they teach and they inspire. That you're not there to compete with God. Because now you are in a competition with the Divine.
Welcome to Century 21 AAA Realty. We specialize in commercial and residential properties, including all your financing needs. We are a one-stop shop under one roof.
Owning a home is a keystone of wealth, both financial and emotional. Don't wait for opportunity, create it.
Come meet our award-winning realtors with over 40 years of experience. Call Century 21 AAA Realty.
Almost 150,000 Canadians a year will use a homeless shelter. These people need food, clothing, and access to basic hygiene. Fatima Zahra Helping Hand is a non-profit organization with the goal of helping the underprivileged in Canada. Along with our active support for recent immigrants and refugees, one of our ongoing initiatives is to feed and clothe the homeless. For more than a decade, we have provided hundreds of thousands of hot meals to some of the most vulnerable and needy. We continue these efforts with several monthly initiatives. For more information or to donate, please visit our website, nurmuhammad.com.
Allah knows what He gave. He knows what He gave them, their sicknesses, their difficulties, whatever it is that making the person to come here, Allah knows what He gave to them. And He's not needing you to take it away. So for example, somebody comes with lots of pains and lots of sicknesses and lots of difficulties. Allah's not in need of the servant, and that's when those ayahs of Qur'an describe that they take for themselves awliya instead of Allah, when Allah is the only one who can protect. An incorrect nature, not understanding Divine will, that if you have been granted something of a blessing, of a barakah, of a reality, then who are you to compete with God? When God gives something, what He wants from pious people is not change what I have put upon that person, because they have not changed what's within themselves. I don't change a condition of the people until they change what's within themselves. means then take them to find themselves. This is what Allah wants from the shaykhs and pious people, is they guide them. Guide them to themselves, teach them about themselves, teach them how to fish versus giving them a fish. So in this day and age, the sickness that we have is that this is the McDonald's era, where everybody wants to drive through, pay $3 and get the cure, and everybody willing to do that. But it's only going to be much more significant the next time it comes, because not yet the change has occurred within that person. One, for the shaykh whose practice is like that, or the guru or the whoever the person is, when they're constantly changing what divine will, they will be accountable for what they are doing, and that difficulty will come upon them in their life and in their grave. And for the one that you keep taking away what Allah is sending upon that person, means they have not learned the lesson that Allah wanted them to learn. So you've actually made it more difficult for that person. What they could have learned with a cut on their hand or a broken arm, they didn't learn it, and by whatever barakah comes your way or whatever Allah bestow upon you of accepting your prayers, whom Allah rida and satisfied with. You took something away, but yet that servant didn't learn the lesson that Allah wants, means something far more powerful may be coming that way. To get the effect that Allah wanted, which could have been learned by the first. And we know it as common sense, that if somebody has a pain and they have chronic pain, you find them sitting here on the carpet, because they know that by means of that difficulty they seek a remedy from the Divine Presence. Nabi Musa was cold and he saw God as a fire. Allah is not a fire, but the condition which Allah puts you in is perfect for you to seek out its remedy, and for every sickness Allah has provided a remedy. So means then from the perfected way is not to constantly be changing what Allah wants. The cure is like that, oh how come we're not being cured, this person can cure. No, it's wrong, the understanding is wrong. That what Allah has given to them may be astonishing for people, but in the kamalan way and the perfected way they are not in competition with Allah, they are merely a servant and trying to reach servanthood for Allah. That's the difference. In the ayahs of Qur'an, when you hear the ayahs of Qur'an, Allah is saying they've taken these people like saints or walis that can change things. And compete with Allah, but that's not the way, and that's not the way that Naqshbandiya is teaching. No, these awliyaullah are the servants of Allah. They're not in competition with the Divine Presence. They're not here to change anything in which Allah is bestowing upon humanity, but merely to guide humanity to Allah's satisfaction. The first zikr of the way, Ilahi anta maqsoodi wa ridat matloob, I'm begging your forgiveness and seeking your satisfaction.
Naz Window Blinds offers high-quality custom window coverings for both residential and commercial projects. We offer a stunning range of colors and design options. We also provide an on-site measurement and style consultation so that you can be sure you're getting the very best option for your windows. Let us enrich the look, feel, and value of your space with custom window coverings. Call Naz Blinds today.
Knowledge, quality, integrity. Star cares about your best interest and have a wealth of experience to match. We've been in the business 30 years and are here to lead you every step of the way. Whether it's building the custom home of your dreams, doing gorgeous home renovations, building a laneway home, or revamping your commercial space. The Star process works. Just ask our hundreds of satisfied customers.
We have several properties, and the best thing about Star for Life Services is that the work is done in a very timely manner, and we're always very pleased with the result.
Star, let's make your dreams happen. Call us now to book your free consultation.
It's the Shaykh's job to instill that upon the soul and in the heart of that person, that seek God's forgiveness and seek a way towards His satisfaction. We're not here to take anything away and compete with the Divine, but merely to teach you how to reach towards His satisfaction. That if you sit on the carpet and begin to do your zikr, to do your practices, to do your wudu, to do your salah, and struggle against yourself to come. As soon as you begin to come and struggle against yourself, you feel the emanations of light and blessings begin to dress the soul. By means of that blessing, Allah takes everything away. Now if Allah didn't take something away, by means of those lights and those blessings, you will be still content with Allah's will. And you begin to learn to taslim and submit. Ya Rabbi, what you are bestowing upon me, inshaAllah you find me to be patient. If it's a difficulty that I must endure, a difficulty that I must carry, inshaAllah with the zikr, with the practices, with my salah, with my fasting, with my reading of Holy Qur'an and following the holy way of Sayyidina Muhammad, you find within your soul the strength to be patient in Allah's will. Zikrullahi tatma'inul qulub. That through their zikr, through their chanting, through their practices, they find within their heart a sense of communication. That through that communication they begin to find tranquility. That, Ya Rabbi, you move something from me, and it's going to take time. And you find always in life those that their difficulty went quickly away, so did their presence from the zikr. They ran, they got some sort of a cure and they ran away, and that's not what Allah wanted. Whether the difficulty is that you got freed from a loan, you got freed from sickness, you got freed from jail, whatever it is that you thought as a burden that was placed upon us, if it be taken away quickly, we find ourselves running because the reality had not yet really set within the heart. That through that means of difficulty is a tremendous opening to the Divinely Presence. And we've said many times throughout our life in tariq, as soon as difficulty visits you, your prayers become very sweet. Your meditation and contemplation, your tafakkur become very sweet. Sweet in the sense that you are crying to God. That you feel an intimacy to the Divinely Presence. And that's what Allah loves. That, look my servant, through this difficulty you have such an intimate dialogue with me and constantly asking for my help and my relief, and the intimate relationship is what Allah wants. And what made pious people to be pious is that they kept that intimacy whether good or bad times were delivered to them. Because if they can be intimate with the Divine and intimate in their love and in the purity of their request, as if the whole world was collapsing upon your head, how would you make your sajda? Which is begging Allah for relief, begging for the nazar of Sayyidina Muhammad and awliyaullah that their gaze to be upon us, means then they say they never leave that sincerity. Whether your times are bad or whether Allah turns those times to good, that even in the best of times be sincere, in the best of times seek the satisfaction of the Divine with zikr, with chanting, with practices. And you see then many people, their characters begin to grow, that everything is great for them and they're still coming for zikr. Everything great for them and they're deep in the love and in the remembrance of Allah and Sayyidina Muhammad. And this is what Allah wants us to inherit, this great characteristic of Sayyidina Muhammad, that not to run from the Divine but run towards the Divine, the Presence. And to be satisfied with whatever Allah bestows upon us, and that Allah knows the best for us that is unimaginable. Whether it was our experiences in our early beginning, with our experiences with our parents, with everything around us, there must be a tremendous hikmah, And that, Ya Rabbi, all my relationships prepared me for this day today, and my seeking of your realities. And we pray that Allah always inspire within us the higher reality, and that in this day of McDonald's and fast food, that there is no quick solution. Anything that we think we are taking away quickly, something much more difficult will be taken. And there is a wisdom in why Allah wants something for us, and that kamilan, the kamil and perfected way is to seek out that wisdom. We pray that Allah grant us these wisdoms, patience through difficulty inshaAllah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen bi hurmati Muhammadin Mustafa wa bi siri Suratil Fatiha.